video to try to help with homework number 6. So the assignment in homework number 6 is listed right here. Right, and so here is the description, here's Norton's solution, and what you're really kind of going to be ending up with. And a nearly identical problem. So let's see, this is Norton's problem. Which one is this? This is 525 that you're being asked to do, but here is example 531. Similar problem, similar but different. And here's the Norton solution. Now, as we get down to right here, this is what you're expected to deliver. Make this in a Word document. You do your synthesis right here and get your lengths. Right, so this is the end points that you end up with. They will be close to these little the pre-made places right there, but they won't be exact, and that's actually sort of the point of the thing. They won't be exact. So these are not positioned due to what you see in the picture. These are positions due to the synthesis which came out of these 3 positions of A and B. In the first, second, and third position, you will get the ground points from that, and that forms a 4-bar, and you want to write down what the lengths are. Right, and I would go at least 2 decimal places onto there, and you'll also get the angles in there, which should also be maybe like 2 decimal places or thereabouts. All right, so you want to write this code. Now here's the hard part, and this is the point of the video really, is if you try to grab from here down, and I'll just grab for a little piece right there, and I'll hit Control C and come into a new M file right here. So there's a new M file, and hit Control V, you'll get a long string like that right there. So that's no good. You don't want that. So let's get rid of that thing. Say no. So instead, what you need to do is download this PDF. And this is I'm just going to leave it right here in my download folder because I'm not going to do anything with it. So I can come back up to here and I can go to that and leave me alone. All right, so now I have a separate one. I think it might work inside the browser. Let's double check. Let's see if it'll work inside the browser. I'm going to grab a hold of this, hit my Control C, and start a new M file. Okay, it worked there. So you could do the rest of that. You could keep it in the browser. I thought perhaps you might want to download this and open it up instead of opening up right there. Go to here, I'll go to my downloads and download, not documents, downloads, and open it up in Adobe. Of course, I have Adobe Writer instead of Adobe Reader, but you might want to come to this instead and highlight it right there. I think you can go down to the entire thing. I just held, University of Hartford's got selected right there. So that might be a little bit of a pain. You might have to do this in parts. Let me see, I'll check that out too, to see if I can help you with that. And boom. All right, so it did the whole thing, but you can see all these little red marks along the way. And if you look real closely, you could, and you hover over them, it says invalid text character, right? So that's going to be an important thing to change. The reason for this is that the little minus sign, when it got converted into a PDF, it changed into, I'm not sure which it changed into, either an M or an N hyphen. Now the idea is an M is a certain width long. Let's see if we could find an M somewhere along there. There you go. M is that long right there, whereas N is that long right there. So it's a hyphen that's the same length as an M, or the hyphen that's the same length, or same width, I should say, as an N. So we need to change it. The default one is the correct one. So we want to hit Control F, and we have this right up here. If you go to this triangle, go down, now you can replace it. So what you want to do, go to one of these bad characters and go to Control C, put it right in there, boom. Right, and we got to look around for, I think we're going to find go over to replace and hit the minus sign on your keyboard, right? So the one up above, you can't really tell by looking at them. The one up above and the one below, these are different weights. Now hit replace all, boom, and you'll see all of this red, except for a couple places, went back there. All right, so we fixed all of that. Let's come down to, let's go down to right here. Where's this place? It's at line 34. All right. Oh, did that not work? Parse error. Right, so let's see. We'll hit that right there. I think what we need to do, maybe I'll hit minus. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it was too far the width. It did a return down. So let's look at the next one. Is going to be 30. There's a 36 right there. There you go. I'm going to hit a space and then I'm going to hit delete, and it brought that back up and fixed it. Go down to 60 and be on the lookout where it's saying it's line 60. Same deal. I'm going to hit space and then delete. It got rid of it. Here's one right here, space and delete. And I don't see any others. It does look like, oh, I see what happens, because I was right next to a variable. It's showing where all that same variable is. Okay, got rid of it. Now, I think everything should be okay in here. It got rid of a lot of returns and some spacing. I think you're better off trying to use your tab button and try to get things aligned. That's good. That's good. MATLAB management. You're supposed to add all of these things in. But I'm not going to bother saving this. I'm going to go highlight the whole thing. But you can just hit the run if you save it. But I'm just going to hit my right return and go evaluate. And oh, see, the word university appeared right in there. So I got to find where that is. I'll just hit this and go university. All right, so there you go. It shows it in two spots. Boom, right there, University of Hartford. Get rid of that line. Go to the next one. University of Hartford, get rid of that line. Okay. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, if we highlight this and hit evaluate section, it gave us the solution, right? So what you can do for this, you can hit edit and go to copy figure, and if we're in a Word document, we can just hit print, Control V, right? Maybe make it a little smaller, whatever. We can also go to this down here, and you can see here is the printout of this thing. Control C, and you can put that up into here, or down there. I can't remember. Let's take a look right there. Boom. See, here's the results. And when you go to here, you can see this is what I'm looking for right here. Results at the end, except you need to do the location of the O2X, O2Y, O4X, and O4Y right in there. And you need to do that by doing a little bit of coding, just a little tiny bit, to be able to find out what those values are. So what you're expected to deliver is from here on down, you need to find all of these values. You're predicting it from graphical, and then you're modifying and annotating MATLAB code for the analytical synthesis. So this is graphical synthesis, this is analytical synthesis, and here are the results showing that you're getting the correct thing. And that should match when you come back to here. That should match the results. Let's see, I think I messed something up. No, this is, that should match this right here. Should match the results that you get from right here at the end. You see, these are the lengths, and here are the angles. Those angles and these lengths should match what you get from both. And so there you go. That is what is expected out of homework 6. It shouldn't be too terribly difficult, because all you really need to do in a lot of this is just replace the values, work through, determine what each of these lines means and what it does, and then do a little bit of coding that will do a little f print at the end and tell you what those 4 things are. And I will show you an example, I think, over here, which, let's see, what is the one that I just did? I'm losing my losing my mind. No, it's not right. Not that one, but this one. The example, 531. I can't remember. I don't think I did it right in there. Did I show you right in there? Say, okay, I blocked it out what you had to, but here's the values that you would get. So what I would recommend when you're working on this is to first run this, and then maybe write the code that you need to generate these same results of O2x, O2y, O4x, O4y. Get these values and get them to f print out, and then change the inputs to the other problem to get the expected results, and to compare it. You should compare it, or I should have told you to compare it to what the graphical synthesis is, right? So the graphical synthesis said that it should have, well, it's not that one, sorry. Should be this one, right? Graphical synthesis. No, I want the example. Graphical synthesis, that's not the right one. Where are you at? Graphical synthesis said that you should get these values and compare that to what you have in the analytical synthesis. So that's the end. Hope that made some sense. Goodbye.